In today's modern parenting, you probably know at least one people pleaser in your life. They tend to put the needs of others over their own needs and can have trouble sometimes speaking up for themselves. It's something that children can pick up on too. In fact, parents who have people-pleasing tendencies can unintentionally promote the same behavior in their children. Joining us now, licensed therapist Jody Baumstein. Jody, good to see you. So first, let's just talk, why do people please? Why do adults people please?
So it's based out of fear. We, along the way, have had these experiences which lead us to believe that we won't be loved if we don't put everybody else's needs above our own. So what do? We make ourselves small. We make ourselves really easy, overly accommodating. Even to the point where it might be hurting us, we're still going to do it because we don't want to be rejected or abandoned.
Yeah, and you say that kids pick up on this behavior, right? We model how to behave and the kids pick up on it.
Definitely. They're watching us all the time. So if we're constantly accommodating and pushing our own needs aside, they're going to learn to do the same thing.
What are the signs to look for to see, if your kid is sort of going in that direction, people pleasing?
So they might have a really hard time saying no. They agree even when they don't really agree. They might apologize for things that they didn't actually do.
Yeah, I think about, in my own life, I've talked to therapists about this, about even the way parents ask a question sometimes. Like if I say, hey, you're home from school, how was your day? Was it great? It sort of leads them to want to be like, yeah, Mom, it was great. It doesn't open things up for, well, actually, I had a really bad test grade, right?
You're spot on, and we do that all the time, so it's a really good point. We want to just stop and ask them, what do they think? What do they feel? And sit back. It requires a lot of restraint, but it's important because what we're doing is showing them, I care about what you have to say. You deserve to take up space, and your voice and opinion matters.
And open-ended questions, right? Rather than, is it good? Is it bad? Is that right?
Because we don't want to lead them, and also we have to be very mindful of what we're praising. A lot of times we praise the kid who's really easy and agreeable. Oh, you're my sweet girl, you're so easy.
Yeah.
We really need to focus on reinforcing the kids who speak up and ask for things and maybe disagree and say the hard thing. We need to celebrate how brave that is and really reinforce that so they become adults who are confident speaking up.
That's so interesting. So what if you are seeing behavior in a little girl or little boy, where they seem to be people-pleasing? Is there a way to kind of switch it up or get them to change that?
Yes. So we need to build their awareness around why they're doing it. Our beliefs drive our behavior. So if they have a belief that I have to do this to be loved, they're going to keep doing it. So we need to help them see you're loved even if you disagree. That's okay. Get them to pause before they actually do something and check, why am I doing it? What's the motivation here? Also check in with them after. How did it feel? Because when we're doing something that's just kind, it'll feel good. When we're people-pleasing, our insides and outsides do not match.
Yeah.
It feels terrible. So building that awareness really helps them to start to see, this isn't really working for me.
I saw the last item on that list was replace I'm sorry with thank you. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this is a really helpful technique that we can all start doing today. As women in particular, we apologize all the time.
Yep.
We haven't done anything most of the time. So a really great trick is to just pause and think, did I actually do something wrong? If not, can you replace it with something? So I'll give you an example. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was talking so much. That was probably really annoying for you to listen to. Thank you so much for listening. It meant a lot to me. Oh, I'm so sorry that I wasn't clear. Thank you for asking for clarity. We have to stop owning things that are not ours to own.
Yes. It's like flipping the script and just rephrasing as a thank you.
Exactly.
I love that. Doctor, thank you so much, Jody Baumstein, for being with us again, for talking about this. Really appreciate your time, as always.
Good to see you.
Thanks. Good to see you. There is much more news ahead.